Sajistani. Sajistan was on the border of Afghanistan and India and Pakistan. There was a series of mountains which starts from Afghanistan, enters into the boundaries of India. And most of the scholars say that this Sajistan was anywhere in those mountains, this village. So Imam Abu Dawud the Sajistani was neighbor of Pakistan and India. And he belonged to Afghanistan. I have already explained, and the rest of the Aimma of Hadith were most of them from Iran and Central Asian states. There is another fitna. They say that if anything is mentioned in connection of India and Pakistan, there are some people, they just, on the name of India and Pakistan, they just reject it. All of these Aimma were non-Arabs who propagated deen and who created ilm. And India has been one of the greatest seeds of learning and science of Hadith. Because in very early days, there was a connection between the companions with India. The first army, the first soldiers, the companions, they entered into the boundaries of Lahore in 41 of Hijrah. Just 31 years after the death of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this was the first year of the government of Umayyad's government. Only 1 year after the end of Khilafah al-Rashida, in 41 I am talking. In 41, the companion Sahaba of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Tabi'een, they in the form of army, they entered into the boundaries of Lahore. And much before that, in 16, during the days of Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, the companions of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I am talking of 16, the 6 years after Holy Prophet's demise, in the period of Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, the first army of Islam under the command of Abdullah Amr bin al-As, they entered into the boundaries of present day Pakistan. Although this name was not there, the whole of this part was India. But through Iraq and Iran and through Balochistan and Khuzdar, they entered into the boundaries and territory of Pakistan. And they came up to Karachi and Sindh. 16 Hijrah. This is not matter of Muhammad bin Qasim, although he entered here and came in 94. But this was not first contact of companions with Indian subcontinent. When he came, he just established the Islamic government and Islamic state. He established the Islamic state and Islamic government. But the first contact of companions of Holy Prophet with Indian subcontinent took place in 16 Hijrah, in the early days of Caliphate, Orthodox Caliphate. And before that, 5 companions, Sahaba, were sent by Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, were sent for propagation of Islam to present day Pakistan, I mean Sindh. Holy Prophet ﷺ sent some companions for Islamic preaching. So there were many great Imams belonging to this part of the world. Then Imam Abu Ubaid Qasim bin Salam, who died in 224, he wrote Gharibul Hadith. Then Imam Abi Hatim Muhammad bin Hibban al-Busti, he wrote As-Siqat, books written on Usulul Hadith. Then Imam Nasai wrote Ad-Du'afa. And then so on and so forth. Imam Tahawi, he mentioned, like Imam Bukhari, various principles of Hadith, Usulul Hadith, in his book Mushkilul Asar and other books, in various chapters. Imam Ali bin Abdullah al-Madini wrote Kitab al-Ilal. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal wrote Al-Ilal wa Marifatul Rijal. Imam Ibn Hatim Razi wrote on Al-Jarh wa Ta'dil. Qazi Abu Muhammad Al-Hasan Ar-Rama Hurmuzi, he wrote a book on Usul al-Hadith, the first very comprehensive book on Usul al-Hadith. That was Al-Muhaddis al-Fasil Bain al-Rabi wal-Ba'i. Then Imam Hakim Abu Abdullah An-Naisapuri, he wrote a very great compendium of Usul al-Hadith, Ma'rifatu Ulum al-Hadith. And again a precise book, Al-Madkhal ila Ma'rifati Kitab al-Iklil, Imam Hakim wrote. And a big voluminous book, Ma'rifatu Ulum al-Hadith. Then Imam Abu Nu'aym al-Asfahani wrote on the same subject. Then Khatib Baghdadi wrote on the same subject. And he wrote Al-Kifaya. And he wrote Al-Jami' li Akhlaq al-Rabi wa Adab al-Sami'. Then comes Al-Imam Al-Qadi Iyaz rahimahullah ta'ala, Sahib al-Shifa. He wrote Al-Ilma. This was a great book as a source of Usul al-Hadith knowledge in Usul al-Hadith. And after Qadi Iyaz rahmatullah ta'ala alayh comes Imam Ibn Salah, who wrote Ulum al-Hadith and who wrote Al-Muqaddimah Ibn Salah, which was accepted afterwards as one of the basic texts of Usul al-Hadith. He came after Qadi Iyaz and he benefited from Imam Qadi Iyaz al-Ilma. This became one of the basic text of Usul al, historical text of Usul al-Hadith. And Imam Nawawi then summarized his book Ulum al-Hadith and his Muqaddimah in Irshadu Tullab al-Haqa'iq. Imam Nawawi, then he summarized the book of Ibn Salah, Irshadu Tullab al-Haqa'iq. He prepared a summary of Ulum al-Hadith of Ibn Salah, and he prepared another summary of his own book, Irshadu Tullab al-Haqa'iq, known as At-Taqrib. At-Taqrib. And Imam Suyuti wrote a commentary on At-Taqrib, known as At-Tadrib. Tadrib al-Rawi fi Sharh Taqrib al-Nawawi. This Imam Suyuti wrote commentary on At-Taqrib. And this was the summary of Imam Ibn Salah. These were the authorities of Usul al-Hadith. Now I will tell why I am mentioning the names of these scholars, these authorities and their books. The reason is that whenever comes the matter of hadith, whenever comes the matter of acceptability of hadith, whenever comes the matter of credibility of chain of transmission, whenever comes the matter of sahih, da'if, maudu and all these relevant things, you have to rely upon the statements and verdicts of these great imams. Because these are the authorities on the science of hadith. Then there dozens of books were written as a summary of Imam Ibn Salah. As a summary on Imam Ibn Salah. All A'immah and authorities of science of hadith who came after him, they went on summarizing just his book. And maximum books and works on Usul al-Hadith which were done after him, they were just based on Ibn Salah's work. He was a universally known and accepted authority on Usul al-Hadith. And just although it is not directly related to the subject of science of Hadith, since now you have come to know what is the stature of Imam Ibn Salah, all Imams, whether this is Imam Nawawi, then afterward comes Imam Asqalani, whether his teacher, his Shaykh, Imam Zainuddin